Okay, so hello, welcome to Hear Me Out, the podcast. My name is Quick Truce Juan,
Start it again. I didn't know you were gonna stop talking.
the quickest of truths. No, it's fine. We'll just go.
What are you talking about? We'll just go.
Just go, or do you want to start again?
Yeah. Because I started talking when you started talking.
No, it's fine.
No. Run it back. Introduce
Okay.
us.
So am I introducing us now?
You want to start? You want to do another clap?
No, it's fine. We could just start it from here. We could just that's the start of our podcast. I think that's fine.
What?
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. No, we're fine. That's the intro. I'm Quick Truce Juan,
Hi, I'm Kevin.
and this is Hear Me Out, the podcast.
Hear Me Out, the podcast.
No.
Episode 1.
Episode 1.
Yeah.
Um,
This is definitely called technical difficulties.
I think we're gonna name it technical difficulties. It took a lot to get us up and running, and I don't know if I'll ever recover financially or mentally on the things that I've just had to suffer through to be able to actually make a podcast even occur just now, whether it be the technical difficulties or just getting Kevin to come and record a podcast with me.
Oh, you're actually insane because I pulled up here an hour and a half ago and he was still setting up, which was supposed to be done a while ago. But you know what? We made it. We're here. It's kind of scuffed. Next week it'll be way better. But yeah, we're just going to get right into it.
Well, if you're waiting for next week's podcast to be better, don't hold your breath because it might just be the same until a few months, and then we'll figure it out, and then we'll be fine.
We need a sponsor.
All right. Yep. Episode 1. If you have money and want to pay me.
Are you
Go
listening
ahead.
to this right now? It's scuffed. Get us a sponsor ASAP.
I like this idea. So, hear me out. Why would people listen to us? Why? Why?
I mean, we're from Newark. We're creatives, you know. He streams. I sell sneakers. I got a YouTube page as well. We're trying to grow that. So if y'all are into any of that stuff, make sure to check out his gaming content, Quick Truths on Twitch TV, and make sure to check me out on YouTube at kev.kicks.
I appreciate the plugs. Okay,
We are Hispanic men.
listen. Yes, Latinos. But hear me out. As a man, why do you have a man telling you how to be a man? I don't understand it. We don't hate women here, you know? This isn't the Fresh and Fit podcast. This isn't whatever Andrew Tate podcast is or listen, this is a safe space for most people. There are some people I don't like Ecuadorians,
Oh my God. I'm about to step out right now.
some Peruvians, some people from Dominican Republic, some Uruguayans even. I don't know. Listen, everybody can catch this hate. But there's nobody in specific. There's not a specific group of people I don't like. You know what I mean? Except Ecuadorians. But that's fine. I'm just kidding. Just
Okay.
kidding.
Let's go back to that topic, though. You said, why is a man telling you how to be a man?
Yeah.
Right? Shouldn't everybody be able to decide what kind of man they want to be? Because what makes a man? What makes a woman?
Oh, I don't know. That there's just so much nuance to that question in terms of the way that gender identity has shifted throughout the past. I don't know, even the past 25 years. I mean, even if you think about it in America, right? We're only 250 years old if you if you really break it down. And gender is just an identity and shit like that. So realistically, I don't know, you can't really define gender identity through sexual orientation or things like that. So it's really open up to interpretation.
Okay. Now, what is your definition of being a man? What makes you a man?
Oh my god, I hate this.
You know what? You want me to start?
Go ahead.
I can start it. All right. Let me see. For me as a man, I've listened to Andrew Tate. He's all over TikTok and all platforms right now, blowing up.
Okay.
And there's bits and pieces that I'm like, you know what? That's valid. And then he be going off crazy on some sexist ass shit. But there's stuff that was okay. It was a conversation he was having with XQC where he was talking about oh, if your woman was being attacked, you're not gonna go in and save them?
No.
What?
I'm not fighting any perp. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Well, I haven't said it on this podcast, but I've said it in real life. Where if someone is coming to jump me or something, right? I am not tough. I am a bitch. I am whatever you want to call me. I'm not fighting. Like I'm sorry. Like if there's ever like a break-in into a building and there's something crazy happening, I am not the one who's running into the line of fire. Like let me save all these people. I'm dying.
No. That's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about.
I have a question for you. I have a question for you now.
Okay.
Have you ever watched the show 60 Days In?
No.
Okay, well it's a show where people go into jail.
Okay.
Like normal people go into jails and they try to like fix like the corruption within the jail. Like this is real people going into real jails, right?
All right.
What would you do? Like in jail? Like who? Like what type of jail person would you be?
Bro, I'd get absolutely smacked around in jail.
Dude, but like what would you do? Like what like what's your first day look like? What does your first day in jail look like?
I'm crying.
Yeah.
What else? You gonna get hosed down, butt ass naked, all these dudes around you. Like probably a lot tougher. All they could do was work out in there. So like, I'm gonna get my ass handed.
I said it. Like I would probably become somebody's bitch. Like immediately. Like I'm a pretty boy, like just go up to like the biggest dude in there, be like, you need a bitch? Like I'm sorry. Like he's taking like listen, my ass is getting taken. Like I like not that I wanted to, like I don't want it to. Like personally I would prefer not to,
That's your defense mechanism.
But that is like realistically, like if everyone wants to come fuck me up every day, right? If I'm just getting beat up, I'll just become somebody's bitch. Like I don't care. Okay. Like I know it's crazy to say out loud, but like I really like it's fine.
Nah, bro. I think before that happens, you whatever. I mean, I've heard it. You've heard stories from people in jail. They're like, whatever you do, you could be as tough as you want. You gonna make friends. You're gonna make people. You gonna meet people. It's cool. You gonna make friends. I think that's what I'm gonna try to do. Try to make friends. Keep to myself. Not gonna be loud. Not gonna try to get into fights. Which like is like unavoidable at times. Yeah. But like, wait, now we're going on a tangent. This is not where I wanted to go in terms of like about being a man. Right? Because I was talking about like protecting like, let's say your girlfriend, whatever. Let's take like your mom or your sister for example.
Right.
If somebody is assaulting them, you're not gonna jump in to save them.
Yes, but I don't think that specific action makes me like a man or manly. I think like if I'm in a situation myself where like a woman could save me, that doesn't make her manly. It just makes you
that's
like
not
a
what
good
I'm
person.
saying. But like you, like I think as men we should be protecting women.
I mean yeah. I agree.
So to say like no, like not jump in and let them handle it is kind of crazy.
No, I would jump it like I
even
would
if
jump
it was
in.
a friend. Even if it was a friend.
Yeah, no. Any woman that I see getting beat up or something, I would jump in.
Even if it's
a stranger, complete stranger, I'm stepping into the situation and being like, hey.
I don't know about a stranger that's a man. I don't know. But if it's like a friend that's a man, I would also jump in for them.
Son, it just depends, yo. Like, what did you do?
Who you got beef with?
Like,
no, if it's like no, bro, it doesn't matter.
What did you do?
If it's 5 people jumping one person.
It matters. No, context matters. Context matters, man.
No.
Listen. If you did some fuck shit, like I'm gonna have to just let you lose. Like I don't know. It just depends on the context. Like if I let's say you hooked up with somebody's girlfriend, right?
Okay.
And the dude is pissed and wants to fight you.
Oh no, okay. You can let it.
I'm letting you run your fade. Like obviously I'm not gonna let him kill you.
I might join in.
Like I might beat you
ass
too.
That's crazy.
But like
that's
like
actually insane.
Son, like what am I supposed to like? Because I still have my own morality, right? Like, I still have my own, like, what's right and wrong, right? And if I think what you did is wrong, not necessarily that you deserve to get your ass beat. No one deserves an ass beating, right? Some people might deserve an ass beating.
I don't know about that one.
But I just wouldn't, like, I don't know. It just, like, it would take a lot for me. It would take a lot for me.
Okay.
To, like, jump into a fight. Like, I'm not jumping anybody. Like, fuck that. I'm not.
So you wouldn't consider yourself aggressive?
No. I think I'm very passive.
Didn't you say you were a very confrontational person? Not on the podcast, but he said before that he is very confrontational.
I think not like physically though.
Okay.
Like I don't. Yeah, I think I'm very argumentative. That's for sure. But like physically, like I don't think I'm that confrontational. Like I'll never like if someone like shows me at the bar, I'm not gonna go in his face and be like, "Why the fuck did you shove me?" Mm-hmm. But like if someone says something around me that I disagree with, I'll be like, "Hey, you're fucking wrong," or like, yeah, I don't know. That's just like when you were growing up, right? Where your parents say, I mean, you grew up like right. We grew up in Hispanic households. Would your parents say like, "Oh, don't talk when the adults are talking," or like shit like that? Was that like a conversation that was ever had?
Not really, just because it wasn't like a don't talk when the adults are talking. It was just kind of like a mutual respect, like, oh, this is not a conversation you need to be in. So like, go to your room, go do like whatever. But like we're talking right now. But most of the time, I would be included.
Yeah, so my toxic trait was that, like, when I was younger, like, if I heard an adult say something that was wrong, like, I would correct them. like from a very young age.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Yeah,
okay,
like,
never mind. Then.
let's
Yes,
say like
yes.
I hear all the adults talking about something, and like they'd say something like out of pocket or something like that I knew was wrong. I'd like disagree with them. My parents would get fucking livid. Like they would get pissed as fuck.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
But like I was just very combative, and the thing is that I never like understood. Even now that like I'm a little bit older, I understand a little bit more in terms of like the respect thing. I was definitely like a disrespectful little shit, but it just goes to like the point of like your parents are always like, oh, you know, speak up for what's right, do this, you know, like they put these ideas into you where you're like, I shouldn't be silent on like things that bother me and like transgressions that go on against my own people, against other people. So it's kind of like, I don't know, it's like a double-edged sword because they're like, yeah, fight for what's right. And then they say some out of pocket shit and you correct them and it's like, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear what you're saying.
Yeah, definitely. Like they start getting caught in some bullshit and then they immediately start like, damn, I'm being disrespected. It's like, yeah, no, don't talk back to me. That's the big one. Don't talk back to me, which is like crazy.
I just hate that shit. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just talk back a lot, to be honest. Like, ever since I was a little kid, which is not good. Like, you shouldn't, you know? But, like, yeah, I've just been a little shit.
I don't know if you shouldn't. Like, definitely if you hear some bullshit, then you should definitely, like, speak up. That's definitely something I learned from my parents.
Yeah.
And they get mad at me about it. Like, oh, you shouldn't talk back. But then every time I would see them go out and, like, see some bullshit, they would, like, especially my dad, he would immediately, like, jump in, like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So, like, where am I going to learn it from? I learned it from you.
That's what I'm doing. Oh my god. Let's just go deeper into that, bro. I told my parents that I want to be an actor, right? So this is my mistake. This is my mistake, right? Because I want to do something entertainment. So guys, I was about to call you chat. I'm just a streamer, guys. But I just studied 4 years, got my biomedical engineering degree. One day, you know, well, like I really want to do something in the entertainment space, whether it be like podcasting, anything in the entertainment space. And we were like driving home, you know, 100 on the freeway. Just kidding. No, I don't go that fast. My car would break. But I told my father, I was like, yo, like I really think like I'm just gonna go be an actor. Like I think I'm gonna like not do engineering and just like go be an actor. Son. Oh my god, that was like the worst mistake of my life, bro. I got like told off for like an hour straight, like I'm gonna say this in Spanish. Carlos, tú siempre tenías una buena cabeza. Oh my god, you always had a good head on your shoulders. Like this is the craziest shit you've ever told me. And I'm like, yo, like that's not that crazy. First of all, it's not that crazy. It's not that crazy, but it's just a matter of fact of like what you're saying. Like I've seen my parents do this, and now that I'm doing it, they're like, why the fuck are you doing this? I literally helped my father record a demo tape because he was like auditioning. My dad used to be in a rock band when we lived in Uruguay. And I recorded a demo tape for him. And he's like 50 something. And like in my head, I'm like, how can you expect me to not be inspired, take on these creative endeavors when you at 50, you're still trying. You're still doing. And even you, like your parents and shit go like,
I can speak about that. So for those that don't know, I basically was on track to become an engineer as well. I was doing biomedical engineering.
Boom.
Same as him. That's where you graduated from.
Lame.
But yeah, and then I mean, I feel like a lot of Hispanic and Latino children and you know people that are in college right now can relate that shit was pushed onto them. Like be an engineer, be a lawyer. I don't know about who's listening, but for both of us, we have immigrant parents. And
go ahead. No,
immigrant parents, and what they see is like, you know, doctors make money, lawyers make money, fucking people in business make money. Like do something that makes money, and like anything that was creative was completely off the table. Even though I did band for like 6 years, I don't know how they didn't see this coming.
I played instrument, dude. I played like 4 or 5 instruments. Like I don't know.
That was the outlet. But anyway, I basically got to college. My first year was kind of rough just because I didn't want to be there. I was doing engineering. I was like, yes, I can do math. Yes, I can do science or whatever. But I was not enjoying myself at all. I could not see myself doing this for the rest of my life. Especially when I found out like with engineering, I grew up with it. It was like, wow, you build things. That's cool. Once you get there, it's like, that's not it. That's kind of frowned upon because you become like a technician.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? That's the fun part. I don't want to look at diagrams.
Yeah.
But regardless, I eventually I still like coding, so I switched over to computer science, and then for like not even a semester, I just took like some computer science classes when I was at Boston University, and like they were fine, but I still wasn't like really feeling it. And it got expensive, so I had to move back home here in New Jersey. Started attending NJIT. But then when I came back that summer, I was just kind of like, I was depressed. It was terrible because I was like, I don't want to disappoint what I've been working for this past like 20 years or 19 years. But then I was like, I'm not gonna enjoy myself even if I get this degree in engineering. And at that point, I was like, yeah. What I was really passionate about was like at that point I also had a gaming channel that I was just trying to build up and just making like funny videos or whatever, just kind of like to keep for memories, but also like if it popped off, it popped off.
Yeah,
it didn't.
Yeah, it's not like even just to go on that a little bit, like people are always like, oh, you're doing all these things. It's like I'm doing most of these things for me. Like it's not really like all this other shit is like fun and all, and like I've just always since I was like 14 put myself on platforms where like it's very hard. Like I'm not gonna say like the hardest step is really like starting and like being okay with people actively like looking at you, and like publicly failing is fucking scary.
Yeah.
Like publicly failing is a little scary, and like you have to like put a little bit of that aside to be able to be like do anything, even like start a podcast. And I know people are like, oh yeah, it's so easy, like all these mediums are like oversaturated and things like that, but like it's scary. It's like it's scary to like publicly start something and then publicly stop doing it because it's not going well.
Mm-hmm.
Because as much as no one gives a fuck, like as much as people say they don't give a fuck what people think, like there's a little part in the back of your head where you're like, oh fuck, like I care what people think. Like, but yeah, go ahead. All
right. So then I told my parents that I didn't want to continue with engineering and that I wanted to switch to animation, which was like crazy because like, bro, you don't draw or whatever. No, you haven't seen me draw. I used to draw a lot, and y'all just threw all that shit away because you were like, nah, you gotta focus up on studies, math, science, whatever. It was like y'all didn't know this at all, and it was a massive argument. It was a crazy argument, and I mean, I feel like my mom was more supportive, even though like it took a little bit for her to like come around, but like it was mainly my dad that was like the one that was the most aggressive, but he's also like the aggressive one in the relationship,
right?
So he was the most aggressive, the most against it, because I mean eventually it came down to he wanted me to live his dream because he wanted to be an engineer, and like he was frustrated that he got to this country, he's been here for I mean like 20 plus years, he recently became a citizen within the past year. Yeah, it's great.
Congrats.
And like that was a very emotional moment for him, but he didn't have that opportunity like 20 years ago. Like now I feel like now people are like, oh my god, you don't need any of that, you don't need a college degree, and you don't to like make money or do whatever. But back then, like 20 years ago, it doesn't seem that long ago, but things were way different. And also he was scared to get deported, and like he really wanted to make shit work with computing, but I didn't mean to say the desk. He really wanted to make it work out, and he couldn't because he couldn't attend college, he didn't have a degree. And that just held him back. So in his head, he kind of just adopted the idea like you need a degree to be successful, and he didn't want me to basically turn out like him, as he like refers to it, where he's like he's working at a factory, he can't seem to get out of that. So he doesn't want that for me. But I mean, eventually he came around as well, because I was like, yo, like, yes, this is your dream, but this is not my dream. I'm not going to continue with this. Yeah. And I mean, I told him like, hey, if it doesn't work out, I'm still young, I could always go back to school, and I still have my registration, so I could always go back at any point.
What I always find interesting with like even like your story specifically is because like your mom is literally like a singer, you know? Like she's like literally like an artist. Like she literally does like entertainment. Like she's literally like a person in that space, which is why whenever you like tell me these things, I'm like, it makes sense that your mom was more okay with it because she already has like that experience of doing like entertainment-esque things, you know what I mean? But it's just like crazy because it's like you think about it and you think about it, you're like at the end of the day, this is the main argument like I even had with my father, right? He was like, you think I love what I do? And I was like, that's the fucking problem. You don't love what you do. and I don't want to spend my whole life miserable not loving what I do. Like, I don't want to do that. And not that my father's miserable, and not that my parents aren't bad parents by any means, you know. I just think no one's above criticism by any means, you know. Great people. I love them from the bottom of my heart. But it's also, like, similar to what you were saying when you switched majors. Like, I remember telling my parents my freshman year of college, like, hey, I don't want to do engineering anymore. Like, this is really hard. I commute very far away every day to go to school. I don't want to, like, I'm not in a good headspace. I was working as a waiter, working like 40-hour weekends, just struggling in my classes. I graduated, thank God, and I did well enough, you know, but it was just more so like I told them, like, I remember like I was going to switch majors and they were just like, "Oh, you're quitting. Like, you can't be a quitter in this life." And I was just like, I'm not quitting. Like, I'm still in school. I'm still trying. I'm not completely putting all my eggs in one basket. Like, I am still continuing, but this isn't exactly what I want to do. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just hard to put into words, like, certain things that you believe in yourself, you know? And, like, whenever you talk about your dreams and, like, your, like, aspirations and, like, what you want to do, right? They always sound a little bit crazy. Like, always. Like, no matter what, you have to, like, you have to believe in yourself a certain amount to be able to do any of these things. Because, like, if we thought, like, us being on a podcast wouldn't be successful, more than likely, like, most people just wouldn't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's, like, it's just, like, whenever you talk about your dreams, and I've had this with friends, like, I have, like, personal friends that are, like, very, like, straight and narrow, and, like, they, like, they don't have, because realistically, we don't have the luxury of taking these chances, right? Because we are first generation Americans. We are first generation college students. We are first generation, like, we are the generation that's supposed to create that generational wealth for our families. So, like, a lot of people do understand that. They're like, hey, I don't have the luxury of taking these chances, of taking these huge opportunities because, like, at the end of the day, I don't have a safety net. You know what I mean? So it makes sense. And I understand, like, where most adults come from, even where they're like, hey, man, go to school, get a job. Because even in my head a little bit, I still think that's the right path. You know what I mean? Like, I did it and I don't regret doing it. But I do wish I chose a different major. I do wish, like, I had done something that I was more passionate about. But I still do think there is value in that traditional path of, like, go to school, get a job, like, get a degree, get a job. But, like, the creative in me is like, that sounds, like, atrocious. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel that.
I hate it.
I didn't even finish my part of the story because, I mean, that was the first argument. I went to NJIT before COVID hit. COVID hit, and I was taking classes online. I still props to everybody that managed to make it through school with COVID. I was straight up skipping classes anytime, like, it was a lecture. Like, these professors, some of them are like 60 years old plus. They didn't know how to work technology. That was the first time they've picked up a laptop or something to start recording, like, show a PowerPoint or whatever. And it was terrible. Connection was horrible. Some people couldn't get into like Zoom meetings or WebEx meetings or whatever it was. And I just could not do it. And they were still charging me for on-campus shit.
Listen, hear me out. This is one of these hear me out, right? These podcasts are going to be littered with hear me outs. Hear me out. Abolish the school system. Fuck schools. They're all criminals. Take them all to jail. Like, hear me out. Fuck schools. like they're so bad.
They just straight up rob money. Like, they have the audacity to charge on campus shit when you're not even there. Like, gym access, library access, cafeteria access. Like, I'm not there. Nobody's there. Why is my bill higher than last semester?
Rutgers got sued because of that, and we all got some money back because they were charging us campus fees, and we weren't even on campus because, like, we were all home.
Does anybody know if NJIT got that? Because I would like my check.
I don't know. I have no idea. I just knew Rutgers, like, got sued for it. But hear me out. They say police is the biggest gang in America, which is true. Education is like the universities are the second biggest gang in America. Because holy, bro, they beat and rob you.
Have you missed a payment or, like, the deadline has come and you haven't paid? They are on your ass,
son. They are like the IRS. Yeah. Like, they will kill you.
They want your money.
They will take you to the back and shoot you in the head. Like like, yeah. But go ahead. I don't know where you were in your story,
All right,
but I just had
was
to
it?
litter that with that because it's just.
Yeah. Okay, so I was talking about COVID and classes online. It was
Mhm.
terrible. It was terrible for teachers. I mean, like right now, look, there's a teacher shortage.
Right.
People don't want to just be with the like teaching right now because like coming back from that COVID era back to like into a classroom was terrible. But okay, that's another tangent. Back to the story. I talked with my parents like now being it was a semester at NJT before COVID hit and then everybody just went home. So I guess no, technically it was I finished 2 semesters at NJT before I took a leave of absence and I'm still in that leave of absence. It's been 2 years and I'm still in that leave of absence.
Dog,
But-
you're not going back.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going back. I still got my registration. I still have my
Oh,
registration. I'm
okay.
still in the system. If I want to go back, for this fall semester, I could.
You could.
I already told them I'm not though.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I don't blame you.
But I left that because I got a job opportunity that I'm still working at, doing editing videos, and I was like, man, I was actually working part time in that job while I was still at NJT, but I was like, I was taking a class and it was intro to playwriting. I remember that was the time where I was like, yeah, I'm absolutely done with this. I was in that class and I was finishing up a video because I was like, wow, this was a longer video. I'm gonna make a nice check out of this, and like he was paying me well. He wanted me to work full time, but I was like, I can't. I'm still in school. He was respecting that decision, but
Caveat. Big YouTuber. We can't say his name for NBA purposes.
I can't say his name,
But big YouTuber. Your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber.
I don't know about that one. Your kid's favorite YouTuber. I might be able to say that, but
we might have to believe that. I don't know if you could even say that.
No, I can say that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, he was super understanding about it. At the time, though, he wasn't as big as he is now. He had maybe 200K subs when like I first started working with him. He found me on Fiverr, and that was the first big opportunity where I was like, wow, I can actually make money editing videos, which was something that I really enjoyed because I was editing my videos.
Wait. Hold on. Let's backtrack. You said that was the first big you edited my videos for a
No,
while.
I didn't. No. That was way after.
Okay. I was about to get mad offended.
But I didn't even like start talking to you again until maybe a year working with him.
You're right, probably.
Yeah, because we started like bringing back the friend relationship that we had through Discord. What?
No, it's just a joke.
Bleep that out.
Leave it in. What happened? Okay, he started with 200K subs.
Yeah, and then I just started working with him and just learning his style, and just I kept working, and I was actually working with him in the last semester before COVID hit. But then once everything was online, I was at home more. So in between classes, I was like, okay, you know what? This is pretty easy. I'll just, look up the lecture online or whatever and just keep working. But for this specific class, playwriting, I couldn't. And you could tell she was very passionate about the class. I was only there for the requirement.
Right.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
Yeah.
Like you feel a little guilty about it, but.
Yeah. But then she was like talking about like, okay, I want y'all to write like a 5-page thing for tomorrow. And this was like 3 weeks in, which like, you know what, it's college, like you should expect that. But I was like, damn,
yeah,
that's a lot of writing. Like a play. It was just a story or whatever, right? But it was okay. It was building up to that. But she said make 1 page, and so I did that or whatever, and then like we came to class, and it was a 3-hour class.
Right.
So we were in there for a while. Did it just turn off?
Fuck, my camera just turned off. It says it's too hot. Fuck. All right, just keep going. We'll get the camera back up and running in a bit.
All right, yeah. So right now we're just chatting it up. Okay. Damn, I lost my chain of thought.
Dude, fuck the camera. Just
Technical difficulties.
I stream for hours, and that's probably because it's USB stream. That's what I'm saying. We got to get that splitter.
Yeah. Hopefully next week, y'all, this is gonna be way smoother. But I hope y'all are enjoying the conversations.
I don't ask them if they're enjoying it in the middle of the podcast.
Oh, why not? Plug it.
Fuck
5-star reviews.
Now I don't have to worry about what I look like on camera. Like the whole time I was like kind of like thinking like, okay, camera's looking at me. I can't like pick my nose or anything. Now
I've been slouching.
Yeah. I mean, especially because like we don't really have a lot of space.
Yeah, it's a small space.
Go
It's
ahead.
honest work. Yeah, so I was in that class, and she was super passionate. But then I remember missing out on like working that needed to be done. So I actually uh didn't get to finish it. So I wasted more time. So which means I get paid uh basic per video. I don't get paid per hour.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wasting time when I was making good money just going to this class. I was like, yo, I honestly don't care. And uh she would call on me like specifically because she knew that I wasn't really paying attention to make me answer questions or whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna be disrespectful. I'm not a disrespectful person, but I was also just like answering as fast as I could just to get back to work. And then one class we had just share stories or whatever of that one pager I was talking about. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't listening to anybody's story. I was literally just working.
Yeah.
And that's also the time when I started my trying to start that sneaker business that I'm doing. So I missed out. One, I missed out on editing a video, and two, I missed out on really good shoes dropping just because of that class, because I was giving that presentation, and I was like, yeah, I'm out of here. I think I dropped out the next day, or I took my leave of absence. Not dropped out, my leave of absence the next day. So and then I think this was a week and a half in. So then I requested my refund for the semester, but they already took 10% because the first week passed. So I only got 90% of my money back, even though I think I should have gotten it back. That was my free trial. But yeah, so then I left, and that was another big argument with my parents.
Right.
Because now both of them were like, "This is actually a terrible decision. Why are you leaving school?" And I was like, "I want to pursue this editing thing." And I mean,
and you're good at it. Like, you're very talented. You're
Yeah.
probably the most talented editor I know.
I enjoy editing. It's very fun. And I was just trying to explain, like, bro, this is what I want to do. Like, eventually, like, I'm going into animation. Eventually, I would like to edit or make animations and post them on YouTube or post them on social media, just to like have people to show them what I'm doing. And like, again, my mom eventually like caved into my idea, just because I think.
Water for you too. Keep going.
Okay. Damn, y'all hear the door? All right, so I think my mom was the one that caved in first, just because, as Juan mentioned earlier, she was, she is a singer, and she's been doing this for the majority of her life. Since she was a little girl, she's been singing both in Ecuador. She's had performances in Mexico, in Colombia, in Ecuador, and she's constantly singing here in the States. If y'all want to go check it out, Joanna Zavala on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. Go check her out. She's awesome. And yeah, so I think that's why she kind of I want to say allowed, because I'm gonna listen. My mom gonna get mad. You gotta do what you gotta do. But she caved in and was like, I'm gonna let you do you. You're still young. Worst case scenario, you could just go back to school. And that's eventually the angle that I used to convince my dad. But I think, like you said, they, like your parents, they've had dreams and possibly failed ones. And that was, I think, part of the reason why both of my parents were very against it. Because, I mean, my mom was a singer, but right around when I was born, stuff started to go downhill. Not because of me. At least I hope not because of me, but
hear me out. I think you were
I was
probably
the
the reason, bro.
I had to leave. No, so what happened is they got too confident, because around that time was when like the MP3 player started coming out, and they swore up and down that it was it was a terrible idea. Nobody was gonna buy it, and people were gonna, because a majority of their business was selling CDs.
Right.
So they had a CD. Like, they would just have tons of CDs, and I think at one point my dad told me, he was like, we had to throw out like 5,000 CDs.
That's crazy.
Nobody was buying it. And yeah, it just crumbled apart because they got confident. I'm guessing they don't want me to get confident with it too. But I mean, like I said, I learned from you. So if you have your head on your shoulders, I'm gonna have my head on your shoulders. You've seen me. I've been straight. I've been chilling. Like, I haven't made no issues. So like, why do you think I would want to mess up something that I really want to do?
Facts.
So yeah, I mean, eventually they came around, and yeah, now I'm here 2 years later, just working, enjoying myself, editing, growing the sneaker business, and yeah, I mean, you really just have to have a conversation.
Yeah. So the way they sold CDs is how you sell sneakers. So hear me out.
Okay.
All scalpers should die.
Oh my god.
I think scalpers are the scum of the earth. I think y'all ruined the business. Not you specifically, but like the ones that do it like an egregious amount, like the ones that buy like a million pairs of the shoe and no one can fucking get them shits. You don't do that. You buy like some,
Yeah.
but some people will be buying like 50 million, and you're like, motherfucker, you
I
guys are
agree.
driving the market.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But right now we in a recession, so like if you're looking for sneakers, go get them right now.
And hear me
Kev.kicks
out,
on
bro.
Instagram.
Hear me out. Those motherfuckers that be legit checking, sniffing the fuck out of shoe, that shit is not real. Like, I'm gonna tell you that right now. I've smelled fake shoes. I've smelled real shoes. They all smell the fucking same. That sniff test shit pisses me off. Stop fucking smelling shoes.
Bro, I can say with confidence that there is a difference.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You can smell the
You're such
glue.
a scalper. You're such a scalper.
Oh my god.
You're actually such a scalper. Like that is such a scalper thing to say. Like, oh no, bro, there is like no, there is not, bro. If I had next show, I'm gonna buy a real pair of shoes and I'm gonna bring reps and you're gonna tell me which one is the real or fake.
I never said I was a good legit checker.
Mm.
I just know that there's a difference.
You can smell the glue.
Yeah, because you can smell
Oh
the glue.
my god.
That's the one thing I do know. The sniff.
The
I can tell you
sniff.
that. The sniff.
That should be pissing me off.
Yeah.
I see it on TikTok and I'm like, yo, this girl like not even
She's
just
capping.
yeah,
Oh, you
she-
talking about the girl on eBay?
No. Smith the fuck out that shoe. Oh my
She
god.
took a good whiff.
So, bro, like, there's nothing left in there. There's just no moisture left in that fucking, like, shoe anymore. Like, that's crazy. And the dudes, like, dude, I've been seeing this one, they're from New Jersey. This group of dudes. They do the same shit, and I'm just like, oh my god, bro. I think he goes by Kev.kicks. Nah, I'm joking.
Wait, okay. Then counter argument. What if you buy it post market and then sell it post market? Like let's say a shoe is $100 retail and resale is like $200. What if I didn't buy a retail because like you said it's hard to get?
Yeah.
What if I bought it like
Resale.
at 160 resale or 170 resale and then resold it at 200? Now I'm doing what everybody else is doing.
I think it's like stocks a little bit. Like I think like it's all in fair game. You know what I mean? I do definitely think that like most sneakers were created with like the idea of it like innovating the culture or whatever. So I think when you put like a door, like you put like a lock on like culture and any facet, you're in the wrong. Like I genuinely believe like if you're making like sneaker culture is a big thing, you know what I mean? And especially like in black and brown communities, especially, and like when we live in the inner city, you go to any city, like it's a big thing, you know, like the sneakers on your feet. So like when you're putting like a padlock on it, and you know who like be benefiting the most from these like scalping, like it's not the people who innovate the culture, it's the people who are just benefiting from it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like. That's the biggest issue I have with it, because it's never like it's never the innovators, it's always like the benefiters.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, how many people will you like, how many times will you like exploit a group of people?
Uh-huh.
Like people never
okay.
learn, dog. Like shit, colonization.
No. Yes,
like,
I understand that there's some people that are like crazy, but like for me personally, I have my own sneaker collection. I also do Funko Pops. I have my own Funko collection.
Yeah.
So like, sometimes I'm just trying to sell to make money to cover the cost that is for whatever it is that I purchased. But also, if it's such a problem, like everybody wants this sneaker, why wouldn't like Nike
make more?
Make more. That's a big issue. Like, why won't they just make more? They know people want it. They know that people like they're always selling out. So why wouldn't they make more?
I don't hear me out. Them kids in the sweatshop don't want to work overtime.
Oh man, you're
Listen,
right.
Listen, they be like, yo, I don't know, bro. There's just such like a little, just I don't know. I guess they can't find no more kids or something.
Yeah, man. Overseas, they beating them over there, but
Dude, bro,
they not beating them enough.
I don't know about enough, but holy, but no, they're definitely like I don't know about that either. I guess it's like a matter of like if everyone has them, they won't be as popular. But I disagree. I feel like if I see everyone walking around in Dunks, like I'll be like, okay, yeah, they all have cool sneakers.
Well, also you have to keep in mind that people in this community also they love their exclusivity.
Yeah.
So like A lot of people, like not me personally, but I know a lot of people are like, damn, like they'll just be gatekeeping where they get like clothes at, which is ridiculous.
That shit pisses me off, bro.
Like, well, where'd you get that shirt? Like, don't worry about it. That's my spot. Like, it's a shirt, bro. Like, relax. But
I feel that though.
I feel like it's the same way with sneakers. Like, if somebody has a sneaker plug, they're not gonna tell you, like, where the plug is. Like, no contact, no nothing. Even if they got separate shoe sizes, like one's a 13 and one's a 7. But I'm not gonna tell you because like, he gotta be for me. Like, you're not even gonna wear those pairs.
I'm that way with condoms. Like, there's like ones that feel like especially good, and then my homies will be like, "Yo, like, you know any good ones?" And I'll be like, "Nah, like, you can only get these at my corner store." Yeah.
I don't think that hit the way.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be way funnier. I was like, "Yo, this one's good, bro."
It didn't come out
this
how you
one's
wanted
good,
it
bro.
to.
It never does.
No. All right.
That's what she said.
Anyway, moving on. Yeah, man, Nike just gotta make more of these sneakers, and like I said, people like the exclusivity. So when there's only like 10K of a shoe, people love it. Price goes up because people, oh my god, I need it. I need it to be exclusive. I need it to be mine. Nobody else can have it.
All right.
So that's a lot of like people be driving the price up. I mean, look at now, sneakers resale value right now are pretty low. Like it's pretty bad right now. COVID, like there's no more stimulus checks. People aren't buying or willing to pay as high as they were before.
Right.
But then also a bunch of these online platforms where you can sell your stuff have driven prices way down because a lot of people entered it trying to just make a quick profit or whatever, which is fine. That's how a lot of us start out. That's how I started out. But that also just ruins because people will buy a sneaker and then sell it for a loss, which is insane to me. Or buy anything and then sell it for a loss. Like, why do you want to lose money? Just that makes no sense to me. Y'all can control the price. If everybody's selling for like $250 or whatever, then they have to pay that. Nobody's gonna go down. But if the sneaker is $200 and you willing to sell it for $150, that makes no sense. And you bought it for like $220 plus tax or whatever.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That makes no sense. Like, you love losing money. I know a lot of people like that in this community.
Really?
Yeah.
They just like lose money.
Yeah, they'll just lose money and they'll still like keep doing it. I don't know. It must be like some, like just the high of winning. Like, oh my god, I won this raffle. I won this.
That's
like,
crazy to me. I never even knew that was like a thing that people just fucking sold. That's crazy.
They just sell for a loss, which is actually insane.
Motherfuckers hate money, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I don't care for money that much. Like, I'll give away shit, but like, I feel like that's just stupid. Especially like if you're actively like, if you buy them and then you don't like them and you sell them for low, whatever. But if you're like buying to sell, why the fuck would you sell lower?
Yeah, that's a horrible.
Like, if you're buying to sell,
model.
because some people might buy them, not like them. They're like, let me just bless somebody.
Yeah,
but if you're buying with the intention of selling, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
I'm still wondering. It's a lot of like new people in the game that just don't understand it. Or sometimes that's what you have to do. Like, you know, oh my god, I bought a ton of this because I thought that this was gonna go really well. It didn't go that well, so you know, have to take that loss and move on to something else.
yeah.
But to purposely buy something and then the next day sell it for a loss is insane. Just return it at that point.
Yeah, at that point, I don't know. You'll make more money just returning it, yeah.
Yeah.
You just want the satisfaction of no one else getting this shoe, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hitting our raffles is crazy.
Yeah, I think that's what brought me to that.
It's gambling. It's literally gambling.
Just like, oh my god, there's only 10K. I won that pair. Oh, I feel so good.
It's like the lottery.
Yeah.
That dude that won the lottery just now, 1.8 billion.
Oh my god. Yo,
well,
sponsor this
billion,
podcast,
crazy.
please.
$1 billion in Illinois. What do you think? What would you do with $1 billion? Like, dude, the thing is, like, that's just so much money.
It's unfathomable.
Yeah. Like, I don't even know. Like, I have a friend that used to make the joke that I would never be a millionaire because I would never, like, hold on to that amount of wealth. Like, I think I would redistribute my wealth a lot if I had $1 million. But, like, with $1 billion, like, there's not, like, enough time in your lifetime to spend that much money.
Yeah, there's no way. I feel like you could be as terrible with your money as possible or as irresponsible as you want and you'd still have millions to work with.
But you've never heard of the lottery curse?
Where like in a couple of years or something
they like lose all
their money.
Yeah, so like I read this one story. I don't remember the exact like details, but it was about this guy who won the lottery No, he won the lottery. Okay, he was married. Oh, he was. Hold on. Okay, I heard this. Okay, this look, we're farming TikToks right now.
All right.
Hear me out. Winning the lottery is not that good because have you heard of the lottery curse?
Yeah.
Well, there's this one guy. Don't remember the exact details, but he like won the lottery, and then his wife sued him, and then with the divorce, she got like most of the money. And son, I need to just Google stuff before I talk.
Okay. Well, you know what? Start over because I actually have a story.
Okay, go ahead. Tell your story. Go ahead.
Okay. So no. Start it off.
Okay. Fuck the eternal temperature. No. Tell your story, and then we'll farm it for the TikTok.
We can't farm it for the TikTok right now. We're going to have to do it post.
Wait, is your story good for TikTok?
I mean, it's a story like about the curse.
Okay. Hold on. We're going to... All right, hold on. Okay, well, let me just tell my story then because I don't know the details. So this dude basically like won, and then he was already divorced, but somehow his wife was able to get money from it in their divorce proceedings. And then that motherfucker died like in debt. Like his kids like his wife took most of the money, and then he died in debt. After I think it was like a year after he won the lottery or some shit like that. Like it's fucking nuts. Like, oh my god, bro. I don't know what my life would be like. I would hate myself.
Yeah, I don't know how you let that happen, but
couldn't be me.
Not me, but definitely somebody in my family.
Definitely someone. I mean, yeah.
No, I'm telling you that it happened to somebody in my family.
Okay, hold on.
Technical difficulties. We're waiting for the camera to turn back on so we could farm viewers. We could farm listeners.
All right, go ahead. It happened to someone in your family.
Yeah, so
losing the lottery or winning the lottery.
Let's say this again. Have you heard about the lottery curse?
I'm familiar.
All right, so this is actually for those that are unfamiliar, it's like you win the lottery and then like a few years, it could be 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or whatever years later, you're gonna end up broke. You lose all your money.
Yeah.
And I actually had that happen to my grandfather.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
He lived in Ecuador. He passed away now. May he rest in peace. But
rest in peace.
He won the lottery and ended up with nothing.
How?
I don't know the details.
Oh my god! You said you had a story.
Yes. Okay. I'll tell you what I do know, though.
Okay,
I'll tell you what I do know. This is something that people like to share.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So all I know is that he won.
The Ecuadorian lottery.
Yeah, the Ecuadorian lottery.
How much is that? Like 12 pesos?
No, not
they
12
give you
pesos. They don't even use pesos. They use dollars. Well, I guess in his time it was sucres.
Oh yeah, sucres.
Yeah. So he won, hella sucres, the jackpot of sucres.
Yeah, in the Ecuadorian lottery, they actually just give you a meal for the day. They actually just let you eat.
They give you some salt.
They give you cuy.
Oh, man, not the cuy.
3 cuys. But go ahead, tell them.
But he won the lottery. He has 5 children. I'm not sure if he started redistributing that money to all his family members or he started making terrible investments. I just know that the money is nowhere to be seen. Nobody has it. And even where they're living now, it's like, I mean, they have a house. They paid it off. But,
right.
Like, they don't have any assets. Like, nothing. Like, they didn't create that generational wealth for, like, my mom and, like, her siblings. But, yeah, he won the lottery. And, like, from what I have heard, it was like a good amount. Like they should have been good to retire.
Give him 4
and
coolies.
just be, it was like at least 5.
at
least 5 coolies.
That's fair.
And a fridge to store him.
That's fire.
Yeah, he just ended up with nothing. I don't know if it was just cause like that, like money, like education, like how to handle your money,
right.
which just wasn't there. But yeah, he ended up with nothing. Like his kids didn't get any of that money. He didn't put it in a savings account. Nothing. It just vanished.
All right, so
actually, I think I know what it was now.
What happened?
It was gambling.
Oh, my grandfather was a gambler too.
Yeah. Gamble it all the way.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
My mother tells a story. No, most likely. My mom tells a story how like she didn't have a toothbrush until she was like 13, and they used to share like they used to like get like one piece of bread each for like lunch or dinner or whatever, and you weren't paying attention. Your sibling would like steal it and like eat, and you wouldn't eat for the day. But like apparently my grandfather used to make good money, but he was a gambler. Motherfucker would just go to the horse races. I never understood it. Hear me out. Horse races overrated. I don't understand them. I play them on GTA. My horse never wins. I don't fuck with horses like that, to be honest. I don't fuck with animals like that. We don't need them.
That shit gotta be rigged, bro. There's no way that like that specific horse just started running faster than
And
the
those
other
jockeys be built like 5'1", weigh like 90 pounds.
one. Yeah.
Like they like starve these like young people to ride these fucking horses. Like, how are you putting like a 90-pound person on a 200-pound ant? Like 200, that's fucking cap. It's probably like
no, it's
400.
way bigger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
There's no way a horse weighs less than me.
their dick is probably at least like 62 pounds.
All right, we didn't have to go.
That
there,
horse
but
cock is probably like heavier than the jockey most times. That's why maybe they use women horses.
This is an insane topic to talk about. Can we go back to just the horse racing?
Okay, yeah, sorry. TikTok. You gotta think. You gotta farm him. You gotta farm him.
Oh my god, the views, please.
You gotta farm him.
I
But
have
no,
to listen to this live, please. Like, comment, subscribe.
that's the thing. And then I'm gonna listen to it back because I'm gonna listen to it like on the way to work and shit. You know, like I'm gonna be immersed in the viewership. I'm gonna pretend like I don't know us.
This might be the section where you close your eyes.
Oh my god. Okay, everybody, close your eyes right now. If you're watching the podcast, close your eyes right now. If you're listening, close your eyes right now. I'm gonna describe to you a perfect day. So, if you and your partner are going down to the beach, it's roughly 7:30 in the morning. You just watched the sunset, and now I just come and murder you both. What a level of immersion!
I think my mood was just made.
What a level of immersion!
What a plot twist!
Oh man,
yo, Peele should hit you up for real.
Jordan Peele, son, I used to love Key and Peele. Great show, actually good show. I think
that was one of the actual skit channels that would make me laugh. That show was hilarious.
It was a show, not a channel.
Well, no, because like on YouTube. Oh,
but like they took the things from their show.
Like
it wasn't a YouTube.
I didn't have cable, y'all.
I didn't have cable. We grew up
broke. Oh my god, the camera turned off again.
Guys, oh my god, we gotta have like a camera dead counter.
Y'all are getting bits and pieces. You know what? We might just throw on some funny cat videos to play in the background, or like TikTok, like some Subway
if
surfer.
you want to do that.
Oh yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it post. Edit it post. That's one.
Oh my god, edit and post. No, but shows like that were always good. Even like non-scripted shows. Like, you ever watching Practical Jokers?
Not really. I know. My girlfriend really likes Impractical Jokers.
All right,
so
bro. All right, never mind. I'm not talking about.
Oh my god.
Motherfucker just have to flex that he had a girl and shit. Motherfucker, we out here struggling. You over here talking about, son, our audience can't relate to that. Yeah, they're a bunch of losers.
Nah, no way.
Just
not my viewers.
Just alienate the fuck out of.
Maybe your side of the viewers, but my side of the viewers, the people that sit on the right side, yeah, they like that.
They walk on the right side. So like, okay, fuck, I want to have the camera on for this. Hold on.
Come on, camera.
Just
you can make it.
Like literally, we're gonna have TikTok clips.
We're gonna hire a fanner just to fan the camera so that the heat isn't too high for it to keep turning off.
The thing is, if we do it through like a USB where it's like streaming, it won't do that because I've streamed for hours and this has never happened. Mm-hmm. But hear me out. What you doing when you introduce your girl to the friend group and you're not the leader?
What?
Like what are you doing? Like, do you like feel bad when you have to introduce your girl to like your friends and then
your friend group has a leader?
Like I'm the lead, so
oh, so you're the leader?
Yeah, like I had to beat up mad people. I'm the Red Ranger, dog.
What? Had to beat up your friends?
Yeah. You ever seen that video of Lil Baby putting that FPF chain on his artist?
Okay.
That's me giving it to you when your girl comes around. I'm just gonna give you the chain. Listen,
yeah,
it's rough. It's rough not being a leader and just being one of like the henchmen.
At the beginning of this, you said you're terrible at confrontation, so you're just straight capping to the viewers right now.
Listen. Being the leader of your friend group, guys, it's hard. Like don't think it's easy. You know, you have to make a lot of the tough decisions. You have to like figure out where we're all going and shit. Like we can't just let like the henchmen run around like that and shit. You guys get me? It's like this all stems from a tweet. You didn't see the tweet where it's like when he's not the leader of your friend group, and then someone quote tweeted and it was like, bitch want to date a teen titan.
No. Oh, you mentioned it, but I didn't know what you were talking about. Yeah. I just knew that.
So there's just like a big thread of a bunch of like those types of posts where it's like it's just a bunch of shit like that where it's like bitch want to date a teen titan, or like just post like, oh, when I ask my homies to be leader for the day because my girl's coming around. That's why I said that, because it's funny. It's like, but you think friend groups have like leaders?
If friend groups have leaders, they're always toxic and fall apart. There's no way.
Yeah,
There's
I don't
absolutely
know.
no way. It's just a bunch of goons together. That's how it has to be.
Definitely, like, that tweet made me think about, like, my male relationships and, like, the groups of friends I have. And, like, in all those relationships, like, no one, there's not really a leader. I'm sure there's somebody that might think that. And, like,
Oh yeah.
there's, like, a main character in the middle of, like, a friend group.
Tag your friend group. Tag tag everybody in your friend group and tell them one of them is the leader.
Yeah. I'll put that at the end of TikTok. Tag the leader in your friend group. Thank you. No, but it's great. Or, like, send this to the leader of your friend group. Hey, give someone else a chance to be the leader for the day, man. That's not okay. You can't always be the leader of your friend group. That's not okay. Take turns. But yeah, I don't know. Even though, like, woman, like, I'm not a woman. I can't speak on the friendships that they have. But, like, I feel like that's not really a common occurrence. Is it really, you think? Like, where, like, someone's, like, the leader.
I think maybe, like, when you're, like, in 6th grade or something. But
maybe.
as grown-ups, you're letting somebody
like bitch you or something.
Yeah, like,
I don't know.
Me personally.
I mean, I started this podcast saying I would go into jail and be somebody's bitch, so I'm not no leader, bro. It's like an Apex when you have like the jump master.
Oh my god!
Like you letting another man.
But even then, you could you letting another man tell you where to jump.
That is crazy. I don't know. God. Couldn't be me. That's why I don't play Apex. Are you guys? Are we gamers in this podcast? I don't know. I be gaming a little bit, but. I don't know.
Me personally, I'm jump master every time.
Guy like me actually just doesn't play video games. Actually, I actually create video games. It's like you ever seen that tweet where it's like never mind, not a good tweet. Not a good tweet. I thought it was gonna be good, but I was like,
cut it in post.
Not even cut it. Just cut it in post. Cut it in post.
We'll edit it out.
Edit it in post.
The one time the camera doesn't die.
Oh my dude, I hate this goddamn. Oh my god, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get worse before it gets better, but then it's gonna get very good.
Trust us, this is a process. But
it's a process.
I mean, we're in there. We're working. I hope y'all are enjoying it right now.
If you're listening, asking them in the middle of the podcast.
I have to know. I'm
like,
sorry.
This is not a fucking ad break.
I'm used to YouTube. Well, you have to tell people to subscribe and shit. So right now, what do you even do? You follow?
Follow. Hit that subscribe button. Download our episode. Tell your girlfriend that you love them. Tell your boyfriend, tell your non-binary partner that you love them. If you have like if you're a woman watching this, which it's probably gonna be mostly men watching this, because women don't want to hear us talk more and more, because they're already doing enough. The patriarchy sucks. Fuck, the camera died. But if you have like a single friend, single woman, like I'm 6'2", handsome, like shit, I'm weighing like 200 pounds right now. Can deadlift like 245. Like I'm just whatever. Like I just this is my normal voice. It's just how I be talking. Like I don't even like be trying and shit. Like it's just like I'm chilling. Like
with shoes, he's 6'3".
With shoes, no, dude. The thing is, like, when's the last time you had like a physical? This is gonna be something. This is really bad. Like this is really bad because like this is the worst flex in the world. Like I haven't like gotten a physical in a while.
I don't think that's a flex.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it sounded like I'm like like I haven't even gotten a physical, but like
who gonna check me? Your doctor, bro. Go get a check.
Bro, cut my balls and told me to cough. I was like, hey yo,
that's the last time I was in there.
Yo, I wasn't even in the doctor's office.
Wait, now that we're talking, have you ever gotten your prostate checked?
We're 22.
I had to get my prostate checked because
you had like problems, no?
Yeah. I had like some stomach problems, so they had to check everything to make sure I wasn't dying.
So how was that?
I mean,
how was that? Oh, that's
it was
crazy.
Weird as fuck.
You felt it?
Yeah.
Did he hit your G spot or no?
What? No.
Fuck.
I let out a little.
He just took that to me like. That's crazy.
Nah,
what is that? What is that?
Like? He told me to cough, and he just went in. Like jiggled it around a little, and then he pulled his finger. I was like, that was the most uncomfortable scenario I've ever been in.
Was he in there for a while?
No, he was in there for like a few seconds, man. He was just like touching the jelly.
That is crazy. Like, did they lube you up?
No.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna retell that story for TikTok. Listen, guys. You guys are gonna have to get used to it. But start it. Say, hear me out. You ever got your prostate checked?
Hear me out. Have you ever gotten your prostate checked?
Brother, we are 22.
Well, at 22, people could relate to this. You got stomach problems or something. Something's going on. You got to get yourself checked. So basically, I went to the gastro, and I had to get an endoscopy, a colonoscopy, and an unwarranted prostate check.
Did it feel good, though?
No. I can't say I enjoyed it. It was a very weird experience, and it happened way too fast.
Excuse me?
I might have to file a report against my
Bro wasn't even in the doctor's office.
I was on cast couch.
Did you have to like stand in front of a camera and say your name and age
I
before?
don't think so, but they did take some pictures.
No, that's crazy. Actually, I've never had like a.
Yeah.
The only major like I've never even had like a major like medical operation even.
You've never broken a bone or nothing?
I broke my nose. If you guys can't tell, if you're a visual, oh my god, look, the camera's like dead because of how hot it is. Yeah, it's really bad. My SD card's about to fry. But the only thing I've ever like, I'm trying to think of like major medical operations. None really. Like I broke my nose when I was like, in like, when I was little. Some girl was like swinging her lunchbox, and then she missed. Like she was swinging at somebody and she missed them. And then I was like, I happened to be behind the person and it hit me in my face. And she had like a plastic lunchbox, but she had her thermos inside.
Oh damn!
So it fucking just broke my nose. And then this dumbass vice principal, bro. Oh my god, Miss Lee, if you're watching, fuck you. I don't like you, because she fucking made me. She was like, I was like covering my nose, right, walking towards the inside, right, because we're outside. So I'm like walking. She's like, nobody can go inside. It's a fuck. I forgot, recess or whatever they called it. I don't remember what it was called. But I'm like walking, and she's like, no one can go inside. It's recess. I'm like, I broke my fucking nose.
No way you cursed.
I didn't curse, but I was like, oh, I just took my hands off my face, and I was just gushing blood because my like nose was broken, and then. You know what's funny as fuck about that story? My mom came to pick me up from school. We took the bus to the hospital. Like we didn't even take a taxi. Like we took the bus. Like I was like bleeding. My nose was broken. And then my doctor was just like, "Oh, like thank God she hit you straight on." And I was like, "It would have been better if she didn't hit me at all." Like, like I don't know, man.
You got out lucky.
Yeah, what'd you do? He was like, "Hey, you're lucky." I'm like, "Yeah, because they just broke my face." Hey, no free clout.
All right. My bad.
But but no, like that ass, I was like, it was like bad. Like he was like, oh yeah, you got. Oh my god, my battery died.
Well, no more camera for the rest. We might have to wrap this up soon. You know what? Let's finish this doctor segment and then we'll head out. But I can tell you about. I've had quite a few operations actually.
Like what?
Oh, I already mentioned the colonoscopy, endoscopy, but that wasn't like an operation. That was just
like
like an examination.
Yeah, diagnostic.
But I mean, I shattered my arm. Like it broke in 3 ways. Like the camera's off, but like at the elbow, it broke and went into zigzags.
Bro, imagine being a grown man and breaking a bone.
I was 4.
Okay, you're fine. You're good. You're good.
At Six Flags. I haven't gone back to Six Flags since.
That's traumatic. They should have paid for your hospital bills.
Well, yeah.
Wait, but did Six Flags like cause an injury, or you just happened to fall?
No, so I'll tell you what happened. All right. So I was on a ride.
Okay.
And I was with my mom on a ride. And basically what happened is I was like, wow, from what I can remember, this was like the first time I'd actually gone to like an amusement park like this. Right. So I was like, wow. And like it was like those kiddie rides or whatever. So I was like, I wanna touch the shit that's like the fucking animatronics or whatever, right?
Oh my God.
I think I'm the reason why they added
gates and shit, like fences.
Not even that, just the announcer, like keep your hands and feet inside at all times. I think I caused that. And you know what's crazy? I think I'm the reason they added it in Spanish. Cause I was 4, I didn't know English yet.
Facts. We should do like an all Spanish podcast just to throw people off like a month in. Like, just start talking in full Spanish.
Like halfway through the episode, just immediately switch. I'm like, what the?
With not even like a recognition. No, we just did that. That'd be fire.
Yeah. So what happened then was I was trying to reach out, but like I mean, from I can remember, I wasn't stupid. Like I wasn't gonna jump out. I was just kind of reaching my hand out. And what happened was my mom got scared that I was trying to jump out. So she pulled me, and I was like a balloon. I was like a very chubby little boy. So I basically fell back with all my weight onto my elbow.
Oh.
And it like shattered in like 3 like zigzags, 3 pieces. You just see it like poking. It didn't poke out, but like you could see it like it actually looked terrible. But like my mom got scared because she thought, because I hit my head too, but she thought like I like cracked my skull open. But like nah, my skull is fine. I'm a little crazy, but like, yeah, I'm fine.
That might explain a lot.
That was very traumatic for my mom because she didn't know English, and everybody there spoke English. So she was like, because she left me. Oh, so I was left with my mom because like my dad and his like nephew were just kind of like doing their own thing because I was too little to go on those rides.
The big ones.
So she was trying to figure out how to get in contact with like my dad to be like, oh my god, because he's the one that like understood English.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just freaking out, and nobody could like. People just saw that I was like a kid on the ground. They didn't know what was going on, but I had to be taken. I got taken to a hospital, and it turns out that at that hospital they didn't like do like either it was either child operations or like fixing a broken bone like in the elbow.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to be transferred to like another hospital. But this is what I was just told, that I had to be transferred by helicopter to another hospital. But I was like unconscious. I remember like waking up in like the ambulance at one point. I think going to the first hospital and then just passing out again. And from what I can remember, the inside of an ambulance does not look homey. It looks kind of rough in there. But yeah, so then I had to get these iron tubes put into my arm to keep it straight. I was 4, so I don't even know how long.
Yeah,
I
probably
was
didn't
in
feel
there.
that shit.
Yeah, well, not until they took it out.
Yeah.
But I don't know. From what I can remember, it wasn't that long. But I mean, I broke my arm, so I was probably in there for a while.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Couple months.
So what happened is I still have the scar from when they took the
pulled out
those like metal rods
Yeah.
or whatever, because it started like healing with my like skin.
Oh yeah,
So it started becoming attached, and they couldn't yank it out. Like the other ones, they kind of hurt when they yanked it out, but like it was fine.
Yeah.
But that one, it was like I could feel my arm getting tugged when they tried to pull it out. Oh yeah, squirmish. If you're squirmish listening to this right now, like yeah, it's a horrible experience.
Yeah,
But
it sounds.
they
like
had
it.
to like grab like these like big ass like tonsils, kind of like
Yeah.
and then just yank it out. I remember screaming. That was horrible. And I mean, but my elbow's fine. I just had.
But yeah, I mean, I almost died, but like we're good now.
We're good.
But just being like the only being an only Spanish speaker in an English environment is so scary. Because I remember even not as traumatic as yours, but we were at IKEA and my parents had left me in the ball pit, and then I didn't speak English yet. I only spoke Spanish because I had come from Uruguay, and I just started crying. I thought my parents had left me. Like I thought they forgot me. So like I start crying to the lady. And then she doesn't know what to do because I'm only speaking Spanish. I'm like, oh, no, stop me, papa. And then they like make an announcement over the intercom. And my sister spoke English at the time, and she overheard like my name. She was like, "Oh, I think we have to go get him," because like they were just like shopping. They had just left me in the ball pit. And yeah, being like an English speaker is rough. And
I don't know how they
speakers.
thought that was a good idea.
So I was a little ass
Drop
kid,
you
bro.
off.
That was annoying, bro. That's how you know I was fucking annoying, because they were just like, "Yeah, let me just drop this boy off and forget about him." Like, yeah, fair. Like I don't
probably wanted to buy everything off every aisle you saw.
Son, I'm an IKEA fan. The Swedes did something right with that shit.
I don't know what it is about IKEA, but like I've gone back recently and it's kind of fun in there. Like,
It's because of the way
IKEA,
it's built. Like
I don't know, but it's fun to walk through. Like, wow, this would be a nice set to have at home. Even though I know I'm not buying that expensive ass shit.
Yeah, it's cool. Like I think it's like a fun experience, especially the way it's built. It's just like a maze, so that you get stuck and you like have to buy more
And there's
shit.
no internet connection, so you
Yeah.
have to look at the stuff.
You have
If
to
you haven't
actually
gone to
interact.
IKEA recently, go check it out.
Don't
Go have a fun time playing house.
don't do anything. Don't do anything you don't want to do, guys. This guy's just talking.
Friendly suggestion.
Friend, yeah, that's just gonna. Okay, I think we're gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah,
Just
you
for the
know
first
what?
episode, an hour-ish. That's not
That's
bad.
pretty good. You know what I think we should touch on more on the next one?
What?
Childhood stories about having immigrant parents and like, you know.
Talking to your microphone.
Oh, sorry. Like next episode, we might be talking more on the subject.
Into the microphone. That's what we're gonna.
This
be
is
doing.
into the microphone.
No, I'm saying because you said we're gonna be talking more, and then I was like into the microphone. We're gonna be talking more into the microphone.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Next week we're gonna be talking more about immigrant experiences and having parents that couldn't speak English, like growing up not speaking English, and stories. Some could be horror stories, some could be funny stories. But yeah, we'll be touching up more on that subject for people that can relate to this next week.
And for those of you who can't, we're also gonna be talking about some other bullshit. I don't fucking know. Whatever happens throughout the week, we'll figure it out. And new episodes every Wednesday or Tuesday. Whenever I'm still not really understanding how the uploading shit works. I don't know if we could schedule uploading on that stuff. But it takes like 2 days, and we're recording on a Monday, so I'm assuming it's gonna be out by Wednesday. I don't know. That's what it said. Like we uploaded that test one, but that test one was 6 seconds, so I'm sure they just fucking like agreed to it and they were done with it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We're gonna have to see how the process works. That's why I don't want the first one to be too long. I just want to see how that process is, and then go from there. Especially, and you have shit to do today too.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're just gonna wrap it up here. This was Hear Me Out, the podcast. Hear Me Out. Check us out. This is Quick Truths. Juan, the
Uruguayan.
All right, well, say your goodbye.
I didn't know that was my signal. This is Kevin signing out. Thank you for listening to HMO the Pod, and we'll catch y'all next week.
HMO the Pod. Check us out on all platforms, and check us out on Twitch, Twitter, whatever. Bye.
See ya.
Bye. Mwah.